today, whilst Mom's still here, she's asked us to cook a beef suet pudding. I've never tried it before, but we love suet dumplings, so I'm sure we'll love a beef suet pudding. I've got some beef cheeks, which I got from the butcher. Really cheap bit of meat, but absolutely divine slow cooking piece of meat. It's classed as offal, which makes it generally cheaper than most other bits. Okay, so we have to get going because beef takes 3 to 4 hours of cooking to get that soft, succulent texture that we want in our beef. How we're going to achieve this nice flavour is we are going to braise the beef cheeks in the liquor of 1 beer, 600 ml of beef stock, 1 large onion, a couple of carrots, a couple of garlic cloves, and a leek. We'll pop a bay leaf in as well with a couple of peppercorns. Let's get cooking. Yum, yum, yum. To get a bit of extra flavour, we are going to fry beef cheeks on either side to get the Maynard reaction going. That nice crispy brown golden colour on each side, just to add that intense beef flavour. Veggies in.
Chuck the liquid, the beer, and your beef stock directly in.
Then you just lay your beef onto the liquid with all your delicious veggies. Bring this up to a simmer and then pop it into the oven for 3 to 4 hours until you get that delicious beef. Right, now the beef cheeks are done. Look at that. Now before we put it into the pudding, it has to cool down. So we're gonna take the meat out of the pot. We shred the meat into pieces. Look at that collagen. I quite like a little bit of veggie in mine. Now this needs to cool down. Reserve this liquid because this will be make the best gravy. Okay, we're going to make the beef suet pudding case. This recipe calls for 300 grams of self-raising flour, 140 grams of beef suet, a good pinch of salt, pepper in as well. I'm going to dice a bit of red onion, and that will have like a nice purpley colour that comes through. Camera fell off. Then we just need to stir all the bits together, and then we put in some cold water until it forms a slightly sticky dough ball. Now let that rest 10 minutes. Get your pudding bowl, grease it thoroughly around the edges, just so it comes out at the end. Okay, and a little baking trick, pop a little bit of flour in and coat your butter. Now that the pudding bowl has been buttered, we are going to roll out our pudding crust. Reserve a quarter of this for the top of your pudding and roll 1/4 inch in thickness. To make it easier to fit into your pudding dish, cut out a wedge. Don't waste, pop it back into your pan for your lid. Then snugly fit your pastry or your pudding structure into your bowl. Fill your pudding, not right up to the top, just enough. This is 2 whole beef cheeks that has gone into this. Now take what you've got left for your lid, use your hands or you can use your rolling pin. I'm going to use everything because this is delicious pastry. So pop it in, push it down. Then we take a little bit of water and we dab around the edges. And then you fold the edge of your side bits onto your base. Absolutely perfect. So I am going to steam it in a big pot on a trivet. I folded a bit of baking paper with a crease in it to allow for expansion. We'll pop that over the top and we'll secure that with butcher's twine. In a big stock pot, we're going to pop a terracotta pot to the bottom of the pot, put some hot water in, put the pudding on top of the terracotta pot so it's not touching the water, and then simmer the water with the lid on to steam our pudding. And that should take an hour. There we have it. It's got very big. Ha ha! That's a proper beef cheek suet pudding.
Spoon.
Mm-hmm.
You'll be doing this again, like you're going to. Will you make it again? Go and work it with a spoon.
Suet pudding, one of my favourites now. What's this on? This is absolutely delicious, isn't it, Mum? Never had suet pudding before. You said it was good.
Brings back memories.
Bring back memories. I love it. I think this will be a staple now, won't it?